Many people use the word disability to describe you and I. Some things I do well, and some things I don't. But it's not because I don't try. There are many other words that start with the letter D that better describe me. Daring, driven, devoted, dignified, dynamic. I am not disabled. She's not disabled. We are not disabled. We are all uniquely enabled. I'm one of the lucky ones. I went looking for a dog, and I found a new way to live. I went looking for a dog, and I found an identity. I went looking for a dog, and I found a purpose. I went looking for a dog, and I found a way to inspire other people to achieve their life dreams and their goals. So in 2005, summer 2005, I knew it was time for me to go get my next dog. And I started looking through the shelters and the rescues and the humane societies. She waited for the other puppies to come over, and then she took her turn and she came over. She sniffed me, looked at me, and she used her nose. She touched my knee with her nose, and she looked up at me. She walked away. By that time, I was already sold. And I didn't know that she was deaf when I brought her home. But I'll tell you one thing, that first month was kind of interesting because I got spoiled. I never had to call her. She was always right by my side. I got my start with Angelyne in a puppy obedience class in Windsor, Colorado. The first weekend is just kind of socialization. The dogs are walking around playing and whatnot. My teacher pulled me off to the side and she said, "Boy, you know, that's an interesting looking heeler. She's got blue in her eyes and her markings are kind of off. There's something kind of different about her. I'm wondering if she's deaf." I signed up for the appointment, and I went and had Angelyne we got her a Bears test, which is an electronic test. It turns out Angelyne has no hearing in either side. She was born congenitally deaf, congenitally and bilaterally deaf, which means both sides 100% sometimes. So I called the puppy kindergarten teacher and I said, "I'm going to quit. I don't see how a deaf puppy can learn in a class with hearing puppies. How does that work?" She said, "You come back and I'll show you a few signals to get you going. But you're on your own after that." Okay? So in puppy kindergarten class, 7 weeks, Angelyne learned 11 signals in 7 weeks. She went from the puppy that knew the least to the most improved dog in the class. This is presentation number 483 in 9 years. I've been all over the United States. So, puppy kindergarten class. The first thing we had to come up with was a command for focus and watch. If she's not looking at you, you tap her on her shoulder. When I want her to look at me and focus, it goes a hand like this. Okay, that means focus. When I want her to wait, it's that. When I want her to sit, it's thumbs down. When I tell her good girl, it's thumbs up. If I rub her behind the ears like this, that means good girl. This is a diva dog, 100%. Also, when I touch my lips, that means kiss me, I love you, good girl. So, I had to learn how to get her attention first. I had to teach her how to come to me. She's got 2 commands for come to me. The first one is the opposite of focus. It's this. I adopted a mentality of, okay, she doesn't have her hearing, but what does she have? She's got her sight, she has her smell. I built my whole program based on the things that she does to show you guys how good of a problem solver she is. She's watching everything that I do. She can find that treat out of that piece of paper. She can find the treat out from underneath this cup. Okay? She's watching everything that I do. A lot of people struggle with training their dogs to be good problem solvers. That's a hard one to teach, isn't it, Tracy?
Sure is.
Not only does it take any dog can be smart, but if they're not focused and they don't watch what you're doing, they can't solve the problem that you're giving them. So, I'm hiding treats to show you how smart Angelyne is and how well she adapted to her sense of smell. And it's weighted at the bottom. And it comes back to the top. This is a toy that people buy to see how well their dogs can solve problems. and find treats, okay? Here's the catch. Hearing dogs can hear that rattling inside. Deaf dogs can't hear that rattling. Look at these smart deaf cattle dogs over here. I love it. Look at that. All right, that's Joey. That's our friend Joey, and this is Luke. Luke?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little story about this one, and then I'll show you the demo. You need to smile, buddy. Give me a high five. There it is. He's sitting over there like this. If this dog doesn't make you smile, nothing in life will make him cry. Just stay. Now she's going to go down the line and find all the treats. This is going to be really cool, you guys. And she's going to look back at my hands for the next signal, which is going to be a wait and a sit. Are we ready? We're going to do the tuna fish can one again. Not right now, but she can do that a little better. She uses her claw and she just flicks it right over. Okay, this time I'm going to completely turn around, and she's still sitting there, right? I'm just going to give her a sneak command over my shoulder. On carpet, so one treat here and one treat here. And I'm going to shut my mouth if you guys just want to watch me and then watch what Angelyne does. Okay. When I go to schools, one of the things that the principals ask us to talk about is self-control. Everybody needs that. Dogs, kids, children. Yes, she's a diva. This is one of my self-control exercises. So you guys all need a little self-control, right? Once in a while. I'm going to put a treat on that one. I'm going to put a treat on that one. Cindy, what do you think here?
Enough for them too.
Okay, so what do we start with, you guys? Have you been paying attention? What's Angelyne's first command? Is it focus? Okay. Look at how she checks in with my left.
I know.
Wants the treat. So here we go. That was Deaf dogs are about touch. Hearing dogs are about touch. Humans are about touch. If I shake your head differently, you see me a different way. Okay? If I touch her one way, it means something. If I touch her a different way, it means something else. One thing that I struggled with early on was getting her to take a treat from my mouth without her biting my lip and making my lip bleed. It all came down to a matter of touch. Okay. This one just hit me one day. I'm like, okay, I have to use what she has. She can feel touch, she can see, she can smell. She is very sensitive to the way that I touch her. So before, I just kind of smack her on her side or touch her on her forehead and have her come over, and she'd bite my lip and take the treat. Here's how we corrected that. Just by 2 soft touches on her shoulder. Okay. All right. Multi-hula hoops. Most dogs do this by saying, get it. She's the only deaf dog that I've ever seen do it with a signal. Or a hearing dog with a signal. Okay, see how small that treat is? Oh. We'll go again. My life with her has always been about second chances, so we'll go again. One thing with her getting older, her reflexes are going down a little bit. That's what we're looking for. Okay, we can even go behind the back. We can drop it. We can go behind the back. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Stop. Okay. Brings me the rope. Okay. I want her to get a good hold of it in the middle. Okay? Like that. All right. This is where she thinks she's like other dogs. I can't tell her to drop it. I can't tell her to let it go. But watch what happens when she gets a firm touch on her forehead, or otherwise known as the Bentley mark. This is what Angelyne's Bentley was for. That's how it works, Tracy. How about that? We do belly rubs in classrooms. With everything I do to get her riled up, I have to calm her down too. That's something that a lot of people have a hard time with in life, with kids, with work, with everything. When she's done with her drink, I'll have her go to her chair. When I click this light one time, she'll be right here. Okay? I'll click it on and off, and this is her leash at night. In safe places.
She's had a long week. She was in Phoenix just 2 days ago, all day long in the school. So she's had a long week.
Yeah, she is a working dog though. How about this, you guys? Okay. All right, are you guys ready for the dingo dance? It's been really hard for me to watch Angelyne age. She's got arthritis in her left front shoulder. She's got arthritis in her right paw. You can feel it. Her lower back gets inflamed really easy. I've got her on some pain meds and some milk protein supplements. But I look back on the life that I've had with her. It's been priceless. All the places that we've been, all the things that we've done. Angelyne has done thousands and thousands of hula hoop jumps and ball catches, and when you guys come back to my table afterwards, you'll see some of the stuff from my scrapbooks and some of the pictures, and it's sad to know that my little girl, she can't do what she used to be able to do when she was young. And she tries, and every day that she jumps in and out of the car, I can see that's getting harder and harder for her to do. So this is hard because she still loves to play ball, and she can only run after it for a few times before she starts favoring her left leg. So it's 2016 is going to be my last year of Angelyne performing and doing all the stuff you saw today. However, come up and see us after the show, ask questions, hang out with us. But first I want to read this to you as I give my dog some love. It's called When I Got My Dog. Each sentence starts off with When I Got My Dog. When I got my dog, I asked for strength that I might raise her perfectly. When I got my dog, I was given weakness so that I could feed her more treats. When I got my dog, I asked for good health so that I could rest easy. When I got my dog, I was given a special needs dog so that I might learn how to nurture it. When I got my dog, I asked for a companion so that I might not feel so lonely. When I got my dog, I was given a best friend so that I would always feel loved. When I got my dog, I got nothing that I asked for, but I got everything that I need. Thanks to Tracy and Fast Action Dogs, thanks to Debbie Cleek, and thanks to everybody out on Facebook. My name is Eric, and this is Angelyne, the amazing, dead tired cattle dog.